Hello, my loves, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Mariya. Please subscribe below so we can be YouTube friends. Today, we're talking about the portal of 9/9, September 9th. It is a beautiful spiritual portal. It's one of my favorite, absolute all-time favorite portals for this calendar year. It's one of the strongest spiritual portals, and so I cannot wait to dive right in. So anytime we look at portals, and by the way, let's take a step back and talk about what the portals are. Portals are events of specific spiritual significance. In the same way that we have human holidays on certain dates to commemorate certain events, and usually the energies are very different on those days, there are cosmic events that I refer to as portals. Portals are a convergence of certain energies. Portals are usually either a rite of passage or a particular happening where when the energies get aggregated or get aligned in a particular way to help humanity achieve its next frontier. Portals are here as cosmic reminders that we're never alone. Portals are here for us to be in ritual also, to celebrate life and celebrate different energies coming through. There are a lot of portals, big and small, every year. Usually portals, outside of, every year has portals that are unique to it. And then there are portals that usually open up every year. Like, for instance, Lionsgate is a portal that opens up every year on August 8th. Now, usually the numbers that are repeating numbers between, for instance, a day and the month, like 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, those days are going to be portals. That being said, because we don't exist in a vacuum or outside time and space, every portal is going to also have an imprint of the year that we're living in. So essentially, as we're trying to read the energy of the portal, we have to look at the energy of the day, the energy of the month, and the energy of the year. And because of that, no two portals are created equal. So every year, the Lionsgate is going to be a little bit different than the year before. Every year, the portal of 9/9 is going to be a little bit different than the year before. And they don't really ever repeat, because every portal is an opportunity for the divine to communicate with humanity. Every portal is an opportunity to open the floodgates and allow the earth to receive the energies that the earth needs right now. So this 9/9 portal is actually really, really beautiful. The energies of this up and coming 9/9 are the energies of the white gates. So I would call it the white gate portal. It's very spiritual, and it is all about the crown chakra, your seventh chakra, your most spiritual center, if you will. This upcoming portal is also the portal of the harvesting. And not specifically around like the harvesting of, and it has nothing to do with the fall season actually in the Northern Hemisphere. It is more of a spiritual harvesting. So energetically, it looks and feels like a cornucopia. It feels like all the hard work that you have done on your spiritual path may be paying off. So interestingly enough, this particular portal is closing loops, right? And usually you see that with number 9. Number 9 is not only is it one of the numbers of completion in numerology, it is also the number of higher alchemy, the way I like to refer to the 9. So we have 3 numbers that are alchemical in numerology: number 3, number 6, and number 9, with the number 9 being that master alchemist. What does it mean? It means that it is able to bring to fruition even the most audacious of projects. 9 is a powerhouse in the sense that it is a path well walked, and it usually represents a pinnacle of the path. And that pinnacle of the path represents a mastery of some sort. And usually, once you get to the number 9, it is some sort of accumulation of wisdom. It is some sort of accumulation of resource. It is some it's some form of the coming together of things. And because we have a double 999, it's those energies combined. And by the way, once you add 9 plus 9, you get 18. 1 plus 8 equals 9. So the portal of 2 9s gives you 9 no matter how you look at it. And it's very, very beautiful. So essentially, if you have been on the spiritual path, all the work that you have done in the past 9 years is coming to a culmination during this portal of the white gates. And what do I mean by the work you have done? The work you have done means anytime you have been in meditation, in contemplation, doing your yoga flows, working on your shadows, doing past life regression, I don't know, helping people around you, showing people some kindness, and just in general, becoming better, moving on your spiritual path, working on maybe honing your spiritual gifts, getting curious watching content like this. All of those things are the little building blocks of your future as a soul, right? So you've been on that soul path. And this portal 9-9 is the day when you get to reap the harvest or get the harvest, reap the benefits of having walked that path. I know spiritual paths are never easy. They require the blood, sweat, and tears. And, for each one of us, that requirement is different. Each one of us is being asked to step into our own authenticity and step onto our own path in a very unique way. And so whatever you have done up until this moment is kind of coming to this beautiful crescendo on this portal. So how do you receive the benefits? Like, how do you make sure that you get the harvest and enjoy the harvest? In a meditative state, by the way, you can do this the day off, 9-9. You can do it the day prior and the day after. So it is a portal that opens up the gates pretty far and wide. And so you can do this whenever. So in a meditative state, you want to close your eyes and you want to imagine that you are walking through the white gates. They literally look like the pearly gates of heaven, like not to sound cliche, but like literally you walk through the gates. And then in front of you, you would see a pillar of white light. And that pillar of white light would light up your personal version of the cornucopia. It's usually like, it looks like a stand of some sort, like maybe like a table. And that table is going to be filled with objects, symbolic or otherwise, or, certain artifacts, certain energy objects. And essentially all of these objects represent everything that you are, everything that you are, you have amounted to, but also everything you need going forward. Because, we usually, with cycles of completion kind of goes in nines. It's like anything that you may need for the next 9 years of your spiritual development is going to be laid out like a feast for you on this table. And so essentially what you would need to do is you would need to do this acceptance ritual, because every single object on that table needs to be accepted into your auric field, or rather into your etheric field or energy body, right? So you would come up to that desk or that table or whatever is the surface area right in front of you, and you would grab one object off of that table at a time. You would look at it. And usually there is like an information or, some kind of message that comes with all of these objects. So you would get the object one by one and, you would look at it. You would spend some time absorbing its energies, and then you would place it into your heart space. And that signifies acceptance. That signifies that you understand how to work with this object and you're ready and willing to carry it into your auric field. And so you would do that until you run out of objects, right? And the last step of this ritual is literally like standing under a white waterfall and receiving the energies into your crown center, imagining like there is a bowl, empty bowl, on top of your head, which is where your crown chakra is. Just allow the waters of this white, beautiful, heavenly waterfall to gather around in that bowl on top of your head and just receive. And then once that bowl fills up, allow those energies to sip through your skin, or into your skin rather, and like just down your body, allowing it to wash every single cell with this like beautiful white glow. And that would be you accepting also your own higher wisdom. Because this portal of the 997, 7 is the numerology of this year, is also about you accepting the wisdom. It's a little bit of that, wise sage archetype, or like the crone archetype, if this is what you relate to with more, kind of like your own personal wisdom that you have earned through experience. And that actually usually enters our energy body through the crown. There is the wisdom that is in the moment that may enter your body through the third eye, and that is usually the wisdom of the Akashic records. But the true wisdom that is almost like off-source energy, if that makes sense, enters your body through the crown. And this number 7 really helps you anchor that wisdom. So it's practical wisdom. It is something that you really need on your path. It's not just wisdom for the sake of wisdom, knowledge for the sake of knowledge. It's not just bits of information that you need. It is actually practical knowledge or something that you would be able to apply on your path going forward, something that you need, like a particular flavor, a particular strand of wisdom that will help you level up and upgrade. And so this portal represents the ending of the cycle, but also the beginning, because everything is cyclical in nature. The moment you end another cycle, the new one is ready to start, right? Like from the energies of 9-9, the next portal would be all about ones. Like the next portal is the beginning of the cycle is the 1-1. And that is the portal that we're going to be talking about in 2024. But when you close something, you close one door, another door opens. And so that is also for those of you that may be listening to this and you may be like, okay, like I am new to the spiritual path. I haven't had 9 years of meditation or 9 years of channeling or 9 years of shadow work. The beautiful part about this White Gates portal is that it also favors the newbie. Like it favors the one with a willing heart. And so you should do the same meditation. You should walk through the pearly gates and get your objects from the table. But from your perspective, it's going to be less about, the recognition of the hard work that you have done, but more the ammunition that you need on the spiritual path going forward. And by the way, if you guys have watched my video on the etheric wings, I speak there about our etheric bodies, our energy bodies, right? Like the next level up, the next layer up from our physical bodies. And I talk about accumulating objects in your auric field, in your energy body. So anytime you do energy work, anytime, you remember a past life and, you're able to download your skills from the past life, all of those memories, all of these things, all of your spiritual gifts, they kind of reside in your auric field. And over time, you're going to accumulate many, many objects in your etheric body that would help you, that would act as your, protective talismans, your, energy enhancers, et cetera, et cetera. And so whichever objects you find on this table would straight up join your etheric body and they become part of your spiritual arsenal. They become part of your spiritual power. And again, the more of those you accumulate, the better you become at the spiritual game, but also the game of life, frankly, because what is a spiritual the spiritual path is an ability to take energy from the universe and convert it, alchemize it into being really present in this reality, right? The spiritual path, or at least the modern version of spirituality, the way I think about it, is not about, being a hermit somewhere in the Himalayas and not seeing, a human face and just being, in meditation all day, every day. Modern phase spirituality is having all of your clairs open, is being massively in sync with the universe, being this open receptacle, but at the same time being very grounded, being very much, in the world, potentially been doing the work in the world, like sharing your gifts, right? That is the modern face of spirituality. The planet is changing. We're being called to share with others as opposed to just withdrawing into ourselves. If we are all to transcend the darkness, we have to do it together. We can't do this alone. And the portal of 9-9 is really, really helpful there. So I hope you guys take the time to receive the beautiful white codes that are going to stream on 9-9. If you do the meditation at 9 a.m. or at 9 p.m. on that day, it's like explosion. That really helps amplify because you get 3 9s, the 999 code. The 999 code is one of the most potent numerical codes that exist. That is the completion. That is almost like a level of mastery that you didn't know that was possible for you. And that really upgrades you. It literally helps you move a layer up, right? It's like your lessons are going to really be upgraded. Your challenges potentially are also going to be upgraded. But another thing that's going to be upgraded is your strength, your power, like how much you're able and willing to impact change, but also because the white codes are so strong and your crown chakras are going to be pulsating and really, really open on 9-9, you get to start building that bridge of white light, that bridge of connection between you and the light realms, between you and source consciousness, between you and the sun, and between you and the rest of the universe. And this is just beautiful. So if you've been looking for opportunities to upgrade and activate your crown center, the portal of 9-9 is there for you. Please let me know in the comments if you have started feeling these energies already, because I know a lot of you are sensitive and you may start to feel these energies like, I don't know, 4 or 5 days prior to the portal. Let me know, and also let me know if you end up doing the ritual. I am giving you a big virtual hug. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, loves.